I grew up listening Fidel Castro talking bad about the Americans. But in the following videos, I'm going to show you how well he gets along with Americans and also the things he said before he got the grip of the power in Cuba. This is one of the many lies Fidel Castro said.
Somebody has said that freedom is everybody's business. There's a newspaper, and I flew down to Cuba for this exclusive interview with Fidel Castro. Finally met him 3 hours by car beyond Havana at Matanza. The interview took place in a forest of Tommy guns at 2 a.m., and I asked these questions. You know, Batista propagandists all through our country and through the world always pictured your army not as a wonderful group of revolutionary youngsters who wanted to make corrections. They said your army was communist and that you were communist. But I've seen your army. They wear scapulars.
Yeah, Fidel, tell us, are you a communist?
They wear medals around their neck. They carry Bibles. Cuba, I know, is mostly Catholic. And you too, aren't you Catholic?
Yes.
Oh, he's a Catholic. Oh, how weird. How weird.
I studied in Catholic school during more than 12 years.
I say how weird because he was chasing, after he got the power, he was chasing everybody that had a religion. People had to be without religion until he decided to open up again to religion. So after I get to these countries, when I find out that he was a Catholic, because in Cuba he had no religion for the Cubans.
Yes. When I was a boy, all the time when I was in Catholic school. Yes, that was my education.
Now, in school, I understand you were a very fine student, a very fine athlete. Were you a baseball pitcher?
Yes, I was pitcher, basketball,
Basketball?
swim, football, and everything, every sport.
Well, undoubtedly, all of that exercise you did in school prepared you for this role now.
Yes, it helped me very much now in this work because I found myself in good condition for resisting the mountains, the long walking, and all the work.
I'd like to ask you a couple of questions, Fidel. How many Cubans do you believe were tortured and killed by Batista's secret police?
Well, it is almost impossible to answer how many people were tortured. Thousands. I suppose that 20,000 people were tortured.
20,000 people. What about you, Fidel? Your numbers are in the 100,000s of Cubans.
And killed, well, many thousand too were killed by Batista policemen. It was a horrible dictatorship. It is almost unbelievable.
Now, it's exactly 10 minutes after 2 a.m. here in Cuba. You're going to be up at around 5 o'clock, but I'll ask you two more questions, and then we'll both go to bed.
Never mind.
But I'd like to ask you this, Fidel. In Latin American countries over and over again, dictators have come along. They've raped the country. They've stolen the money, millions and millions of dollars, tortured and killed people. How do you propose to end that here in Cuba?
Very easy. Not permitting that any dictatorship come again to rule our country.
No, of course. Now you are the only one to rule Cuba. You and your family. While you live like millionaires, the people are miserable.
You can be surely that Batista is or will be the last dictator of Cuba.
Oh, no. You are, well, your brother now. But you follow Batista. You were a dictator. Now your brother is a dictator too, because you gave him the power. No elections.
Because now we are going to improve our democratic institution.
Democratic institution? Wow, Fidel. You really know how to lie.
So that no one can can use the force to break our constitution and our law. We are going to begin a large period of constitutional and legal government. That is our purpose.
The people of the United States, they have great admiration for you and your men, because you are in the real American tradition of a George Washington, of any man who started off with a small body, fought against a great nation and won. What do you feel about the United States?
My feeling to the people of the United States are,
Yeah, tell us, because you're always talking crap about the United States.
it's a feeling of sympathy. I sympathize with the people of the United States today because I see they are a very worker people.
Work hard.
They have found that big nation working very much.
Well, if you want to see this video, I'm gonna try to put a link to it. Well, if you want to see it, it's in the Ed Sullivan show. It's called Fidel Castro interview on Ed Sullivan. Just look for it. Oh, look who is with Fidel Castro. David Rockefeller. Oh, what a surprise.
Capable of dealing rationally with Castro.
Oh, look. Fidel Castro putting flowers to the Lincoln Memorial. This was Fidel Castro in New York.
Cuando Fidel llegó a Nueva York, la bienvenida fue más cálida.
Del momento, el Castro.
Esa noche, esas cosas que
Fidel
tiene
Castro in
muy
New York.
Negro.
También el activista negro Malcolm X, así como el líder soviético Nikita Khrushchev.
Aquí Khrushchev.
All those people were in the United States when Fidel was there. And well, that's it. This is Fidel Castro, the Two Faces. We didn't see this in Cuba. In Cuba, we only saw him talking bad about the United States, and I'm gonna try to find those videos of him talking about the United States, and not in a good way.